Hello, it's Oma here again. Yes, I am here again. You know, I'm always very passionate about families. So, when I hear news about families breaking up, how people are finding it hard to really get the marriage institution right, I kind of bleed inside. I bleed in my heart. I cry. I feel bad because I feel like families are very important. Not like I feel, I know families are very important, especially when it involves children, especially when you have children and there are children to raise and you need to model the right thing to them. When I see fathers, mothers, young adults who are newly married and those who have been married for some time getting it wrong, I kind of bleed because one way or the other, I know that it's going to affect the children, the offsprings of that relationship. So that is why I always talk about marriage. It's not like I don't know any other topic to talk about. So that brings me to what I want to talk about today. What kind of father are you? I know the focus has been on women. Growing up, you see your aunties will tell you, you're a lady, you're going to be a mom soon, you're going to be a wife soon. Is this how you're going to serve your husband? They raised us to serve men, to understand, to learn how to serve men. They made us from an early age understand that we are women and we have families and they expect us to do like this, act like this. They prepared us for marriage. A lot of women were prepared for marriage. I'm not saying there are no bad women. I'm not saying there are no badly behaved women. Don't get me wrong. But looking back, I'm trying to understand if guys were told, if boys were told the same thing growing up. Like in my family, I have a lot of boys, my uncles, young uncles, like that we grew up together, my cousins that we grew up together. And I'm asking myself, did their parents were they made to understand that they would be fathers tomorrow? I know a lot of people, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of the times, is the girl child that is being told, you'll be a mom today. You'll be a mom to you're a girl today, you'll be a mom tomorrow. Close your leg, don't sit like this. Serve like this, sweep in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, you have to dress your bed, you have to sweep the house, you have to warm food, go to the kitchen and sweep and boil hot water and do this. They taught us all of that in preparation for where we are today. But the same thing, a lot of parents failed to raise their boy child, to train them to become responsible fathers. I heard a story again of Sabinus. Sabinus's wife is filing for a divorce again. Why? She said her husband is an absentee father, is an absentee husband. On top of that, she's accusing him of cheating. I know he's a content creator. I know I've seen so many times he has created content in London. The lady apparently lives in London with their daughter. So she's accusing him of not being there, of not, that is her own side of the story. And I know we've not heard of the man's side, not heard the man's side of the story. So who are we to castigate him? Who are we to judge? He has his own reasons. She is accusing him of sleeping in hotels, sleeping with different girls and all of that, not coming home and not being there for her and the child. But that is not my main point. That is not what I want to talk about today. As a man, what kind of father are you? There are three types of fathers. Which one are you? Are you the present father, present and abusive type of father? Or are you the never available, always absent kind of father, absentee father? Then lastly, the third one, are you the never present, never abusive, or you are the present and abusive, or are you the loving and present father? If you ask me, the loving and present father is the best because some fathers are available and they are very abusive, I'll give you an instance. Growing up, we used to stay in you know what they call a yard. We had these neighbors. Their dad, say breakfast time, you know how parents would always hustle, go out, hustle in the morning, bring for their children to eat, make sure their children have breakfast. Their dad would go out. He used to be an electrician then. He would go out, hustle, come back. His children, he doesn't even care. His children has not eaten, he doesn't care. That's not his business. He would feed himself first. He would tell the children to prepare. You see him preparing his own. He always comes back when the children have gone out to play. So he will sneak into the house. If he brought eggs, he will fry egg, bread, make tea for him, like something sumptuous for only himself, not caring whether his children have eaten or not. That is a present and absentee father. The children are always fearful whenever he comes around them. Whenever he's back home, you see the children when their dad is not around, they are playful, they are fun. Once their dad comes back, they become they become dogs whose tails have been tucked in between their legs. They become so fearful and afraid. You can never talk to them. If you're talking to them, they'll be telling you to go. My dad is about. That's abusive. Or is it when he's flogging them for silly or no reason? He's always angry. Whenever that man comes home, he's always angry. That's an abusive present father, you know. So as a man, as a mother, are you training your child, your male child, to be a responsible man? What kind of son is he? What kind of father are you training your son to be in the future? Is he going to be a present, listening, and loving father, or is he going to be present and abusive because he does not understand what it means to be a father? Are you teaching them what to understand, to know what it means to be a responsible father? Do they know the roles father play outside provision? Because if you ask me, a lot of women are filling that gap of provision these days. That is why you see that the men are lost, especially African men. Once a man, that provision side has been taken from him, once a man's wife is able to provide and fill the financial gap that he is been occupying, you see the man becomes, he's lost. He doesn't know how to show love. He doesn't know how to care. He doesn't know how to be the man of the house. He doesn't know any other role to play, because that is the only side an African man is taught to be: a father and to be a husband, to pay school fees. Outside paying school fees, they don't attend school events, they don't attend forum, PTA meeting, parents forum. You hardly see men, only women. Because most men, even when they have the time, believe that once they are able to provide and pay the fees, that's all that it takes to raise a child. That is why we're seeing high rate of divorces. A lot of men are lost in marriages because they don't know what to do, what their role requires of them. Once that provision side has been met, once they're able to provide, or the woman is able to provide for herself, a man is lost in his role. He doesn't know what to do. So this is to the moms of boys. If you're a mother and you have boy child, and you have boys as children, or you are a man as a father and you know that you are not teaching your children, your boy child, they don't have to be teenagers yet, they don't have to be young adults yet, for them to learn to be responsible men. It starts with how they treat their sister at home, the girl at home, how they talk to their mom. You can begin to use your wife to practice. Let them practice with their mom. How do they talk to your wife? How do they care for your mother? Because you know that saying, you would know a good man by how he cares for his mom and the sisters. If you want to know a responsible man, watch how he relates with his sisters. Watch how he cares for his mom. That will show you the kind of man he's been raised to be. So I just thought to bring this to attention. What kind of father are you? Abusive and present? Not present at all? Or present and loving? You answer that question. See ya. Bye.